Imagine he can follow it up with a couple of others, but gets off with a ton. And I often mention, I know the commentators do as well,
100.
It's a fairly obvious point, but it isn't obvious to every viewer that when you practice away on the practice board, they assume that everything's the same when you come on stage. But it isn't necessarily, is it?
No, it's not, John. I mean, we're throwing at the same ball from the same distance, but it's just different atmospheres, different setups, and it's a total different game.
So you still have to settle in. These two lads seem to have done reasonably well, don't they? I hope it continues like this, because these are two really good players. There's a great action. Right in front of the nose, look. Just like Jockey used to be. And he did used to throw from there.
Yeah. Great player, Ross Montgomery, like you say, captain of Scotland. Very proud to be as well. And he's a nice guy.
100.
Former American football. I think he played for the Scottish Saltires, and well, he still has it as a hobby of his, watching gridiron. So any of you over there in the United States and Canada who may be picking us up on the internet, you have a fan. There's Jeff Smith as well. He's from Hampton, New Brunswick.
125.
Silencer, they call him, and he certainly silenced a few at the Frimley Green event a few weeks ago. Oh, double top 10 for a 160.
Oh, he's just dropped it short. But that's how he concentrates, that's what he's playing. You don't normally see Jeff miss a lot of doubles, but he has this time.
28.
Yes.
Russian acquire.
Great effort that from Montgomery on a 160. Can he now polish it off with double 10?
Yes, that's Jim Shaw. It's on the first leg.
No problem.
Second leg, it's Jeff throwing first.
And 1-0 to Montgomery with throw, though. Well, Montgomery and Smith on the hockey right now. We've just had a wonderful performance from the world champion, Scott Mitchell, over there.
So we're with the world champion, Scott. Congratulations for earlier on in the year. Here, we're kind of still waiting for a bit of an upset today. It nearly happened in the match before yours, but you made quite light work of it in the end.
Well, it looked that way, but I can assure you it wasn't. Darryl and I actually went for haircuts this morning together, and obviously Darryl, myself, Tony and Martin Adams were on the poster to advertise this event, and of course they both played yesterday and went, and we're just looking at each other in the car, not really saying a lot, thinking, hoping we're not the next two as well, that poster sort of thing.
No pressure then for the next couple of rounds. You've got to stay in all the way through. What have you got to buy anybody this time if you win this championship?
I was very daft last time. I said I was going to buy this, that and the other, and I sort of firmly kept my hands in my pocket and my mouth to myself this time.
All the way, are you here to win this one?
You're always here to win this one, but you know it's doubly hard when you've been Lakeside champion. You know that there's 32 other guys wanting to rip your brains out here and show them that they could have won it, and so I'm pleased to get through the first one. Dave Cameron's a great guy, and he is a really good dart player, and he's come on so much in a year when I played him play earlier, and I think a couple of big shots early doors was sort of put pay to his chances, really.
He's starting to notice that people are after you probably a little bit more than they used to be now.
Not really. I mean, the only one that wanted me autograph was the wife on the checkbook. It's just a few more autographs, really. That's all it is.
Good luck for the rest of the weekend.
Well, we could only try. Thanks, mate.
93. Russian acquire 144.
Well, nice to hear from Scott Mitchell. Congratulations on that fine victory, and you haven't missed a dart of this game. That's the beauty of those slotted interviews live.
Jeff, you require 37.
You can see that Jeff Smith is here on 37, looking to level up. So double 16 he wants.
21.
And that's been his bête noire so far. That's been a difficulty for him. He's now got to wait and see what happens here, Ted. Should really have polished that off, Mr. Smith, shouldn't he?
Well, he's missing a lot of doubles. double 11 for Ross.
Yes, that's Neil Shaw. Now the second leg. Ross Montgomery.
But Smith,
Third leg
from
is
what we
Ross
saw at
to
Lakeside,
first.
when it comes to trouble, he was banging them out. He's missed 2 and 2 legs.
Yes, early doors, but best of 11 is not the longest game that you like to play. It's better than the best of 7, best of 9. Of course it is. And it does give you a little bit of leeway if you go 2 or even 3 down. But it's over sometimes before you blink, isn't it?
Well, it is, especially when you miss the doubles.
100.
In that World Championship, by the way, qualified by beating Barry Copeland in the final playoff round. And then he beat Mike Day in the preliminary round, 3-0. Wesley Harms, 3-1. Gary Robson, 4-3. I remember watching that. It was a great game. Robbie Green, he beat 5-1, and Robbie was playing well. But then lost 6-0 to Mitchell in the semi-final.
100.
I think that's where he had a host of missed doubles compared with the earlier rounds. And he was outplayed by the would-be champion. But it was a fine effort from Smith. And the making of it, really, I think, Ted.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got himself a good base for the rest of the year now. He's going to be going back to Lakeside, obviously, we get to the semi-finals, and now he can relax and just play the tournaments. This is better.
Yeah.
140.
Got a good fan club, certainly on social media. Lots of followers. Very popular.
45. Jeff, you require 161.
Well, it's on there, and Mitchell, having been interviewed, which one of these will be interviewed at the end as the winner?
53.
At the moment, it's beginning to look like Montgomery. That was a terrific final last year in this tournament. He wants treble 20 for double 5. Now, bullseye. That would have broken Smith's heart, because Smith, for the third leg, has a chance to hit a double. Will he do so? Double 18. That's more like it, Ted, isn't it?
Yes, that's what we expect from him.
Fourth leg is Jeff to throw.
And it was against the throw, which is important to him, I think. How often, though, do you see somebody go 48 that way, 12 double 18?
60.
So very rare, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I was actually looking at him going 8 for double top there myself, which is the normal way that a lot of players go for. Or 16, double 16. But Ross's away, it could be 180.
Oh, you got it.
180.
Well, a Scotsman calling a 180, a Scotsman having scored it. Great score.
Could be one right behind him, John.
Oh, he is. Fix that dart up. Can Jeff Smith get his maximum? Oh, unlucky. Right on the wire. Yeah, he lost to James Wilson, didn't he? 13-11.
100.
It was a real humdinger of a match, that. And Montgomery will be hoping he can go one better this time around. And, you know, reaching a final is an achievement in itself. But repeatedly, one hears losing in a final is one of the hardest things to take.
It's hard to build yourself back up to the next tournament when you've lost in a major final. But you just have to keep going. You know, Rossi's been in plenty of finals, he's won plenty of tournaments as well.
Well, I could read some of them off for you, because somebody's provided me with this information. 2014, he captained Scotland at the WDF Europe Cup in Romania.
Double top for a 145.
Oh, yes. Oh, unlucky.
Jeff requires 74.
He's won 9 BDO World Ranking titles, the 2010s he did in Masters. He's probably one of the hardest to win.
56.
It is, and he played very well to win that tournament that year.
Russia requires 40.
Double top now to break back and go 3-1 in front. A little bit high. Working his way into it.
No score.
Needs another couple of darts, maybe another one.
You require 18.
I once wondered, I'll come to it in a minute, let's see if
Yes,
Smith's got that. And now it's level game. Now then, suddenly, having been 2-0 down, Jeff Smith's got it back to 2 apiece. Game on. It did occur to me that to eliminate the effect of bounce outs, every dart player has 4 darts in his hand. He only throws 3, but if he has a bounce out, he can throw the other one. Is that a bit too revolutionary?
Yeah, it's too much that, John.
In other words, I can tell by the way you're looking at me.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could have about 10 darts, that'd be all right, then.
81.
Jeff settled in here now, you know, he's missed them early doubles and he's got it back to 2 each, and Rossi's now got to try and turn this back around again. That's better, good solid dart. And again, should be a 180.
121.
Nearly. I do like Montgomery's action. That's not a bad one, in fairness, but I do like Montgomery's action. I think he's got quality.
100.
It's not quite the same as that of John Lowe, but it has the same down the line consistency about it.
It's very straight, isn't it, John?
Yeah, yeah.
There's just no movement there.
137.
That's the key. No movement at all in the body.
Yeah. So I find it strange when you look at some players that when they're throwing, their hands shake, but yet they still at the 180 as a target.
Oh, that amazes me. Nerves. Oh, when nerves play the part, they can still hit what they're going for. Oh, so 64 left. Which is why I can never understand them going that way, although that's double 8. Almost quality finishing. I suppose he's thinking if he singles the 18, he's got treble 20 double top.
He was quite surprised that he hit treble 18, I think, John.
I think he was, wasn't he? Yeah. Maybe he thought, I'm so far ahead, I'll just tidy it up. 18, go for the treble 20. Even 58 would have been handy for him, wouldn't it? But anyway, he wants now double 4, double 2.
Yes, that's Jim Shaw. It's on the 5th leg.
He won't be giving Jeff a shot at the 160.
Well, it was Montgomery himself who almost took out a 160 in the opening leg of the match.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, 6th leg. It's Jeff to throw first. Game on.
So, hardly a cigarette paper between them. But Ross showed in that last leg that he just got that little extra to nose ahead. Still worth
100.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Ross is very solid, as we know. And like you say, he can pick his game up and hit the big 180s and take the big finishes out. But Jeff Smith's a few doubles. So's Ross. Nothing between them, like you say.
And the winner plays Sam Hewson. Hey? Now, where have we heard of him before, Ted?
He's a good player. He played well last night. You know, there was a few antics from both of us up there, but at the end of the day, he was a better player. And for me, as a young lad, he is going to be a very, very good dart player.
I've had a look at the social media on the times that I've been off relaxing.
140.
Mixed comments about that. There's some saying they thought that your antics and that you went over the top and you went too far, but there are others saying they really enjoyed it. They really enjoyed the match. So in a way, you can't please everybody, but you're always going to please somebody, aren't you?
Well, I mean, the thing is, John, I do what I do, but Sam was slowing the game down as well and doing little bits. And it wasn't nothing nasty between me and Sam at all. There was a few nastiness in the crowd, but
40.
You get that. But backstage after he come to me, I shook his hand, wished him all the best. And, you know, I do wish him all the best. Winning this one.
Well, we'll try and get you his game tomorrow, and we'll
140.
see how much your teeth are grinding during it. But seriously, I think you're very magnanimous and I think very genuine about that. So there we are. That's to look forward to tomorrow. Sam Hewson against the winner of Jeff Smith and Ross Montgomery. But we don't know who that winner is yet, although it looks in this leg as though Smith is just about to level up. Double 18. He likes it.
58.
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
Require 121.
We've seen a couple of 1-2-1s tonight. We've seen one from Scott Mitchell. We saw one from Anastasia Dobromislova. We've seen about 4 of them, all on the ball. How's this one going to go?
Ball.
96. Jeff, you require 18.
So, double 9 for Smith. He's good on that. I suppose if you're good on double 18, you have to be good on double 9. If you're using double 18 regularly. 3-3.
Very interesting, like I say. Can you pick a winner, John? Would you pick one?
Now, I would simply say Montgomery only on account of him having the darts. I think this could go 5 apiece, and having the darts does matter. I know it doesn't necessarily guarantee success, but you do have the advantage, don't you?
Jeff seems to be bending down and twisting his back as if he's hurt himself. I don't know what that is.
Maybe he's cramped, I don't know. It's a lovely first dart. He's moved to the right a little. I'm not sure that he needed to, did he? A la Montgomery there. Just the lie of the dart, isn't it?
He's making hard work of it at the minute, though, Ross, isn't he?
Yes.
Just needs to just take a step back and think about what he's doing.
Ross, the boss. East Kilbride. Runner-up in this event in its inaugural year 12 months ago. How he would like to take the trophy north of the border.
43.
Yeah, he is, you're right. It happens in matches where suddenly you wonder where that magic's gone to.
He just seems to be getting annoyed with himself.
100.
As one former commentator I used to work with once said, stay tense but relax. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
140. Jeff, you require 120.
Great darts.
Treble 20 to start it. Still treble 20. Stay there.
60. Ross, you require 161.
Well, many have decided to make their way home. Others are going to wait for the last tram or the last bus or the
97. Jeff, you require 60.
the hotels or guest houses that they're residing in during their 4 days here.
Yes,
The northwest of England. That's a lovely finish from Smith. 4-3 ahead, and the first break of throw since that third leg, and Smith ahead on that account now. Now I have to say that he is the favourite, Ted.
91.
Well, it all depends if he's going to hit the double toe, because he's missing a few, but Rossi's just got to settle back down. He just sort of lost his way in that leg. I don't know if something bothered him or what, but he's got the game to pull it back around.
30.
And then he goes in with a 30.
And he'll be the one who's really getting anxious, I think. Not that Smith has showed anxiety,
92.
but he was missing doubles in the early part of the match. He's picked up on that score. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in front, would he?
Yeah. He's just beginning to start to drift a little bit.
83.
It's a millimetres, John, this game, as you can see. 83 there could have been a 140,
Yeah,
just a millimetre the other way.
Yeah.
140.
Good darts. It seems now that it's swinging assuredly towards the Canadian. And the maple leaf is beginning to blossom. Even so, not a lot in it. But those 2 legs on the trot since the break, coming back from 2-0 down as well earlier. He's been behind 2-0 and 3-2. Smith, so having got his nose ahead for the first time in the match, can he
100.
keep his Canadian control and move further ahead? 98 left, 78 left. He got for treble eight. That's great. That gives him now total control of his leg.
He's at least at 100. That's a good dart. 140 would be brilliant pressure. That was brilliant darts.
140. Jeff require 24.
Double 12 though, to go 5-3 in front. That's blocked him. He's got to move over. Double 6.
Yes, that's game shot.
Well, he got it in the end, Ted, and that double 6 is nice. It's down the line, isn't it, on the right-hand side of the board. You don't want to go inside, because double 3's anything but tasty. But the double 6 itself is a nice double, isn't it?
Yeah. You say a right-handed player should never miss double 6.
And a left-handed player should never miss double 11. It's the same on the other side of the board, isn't it?
Ross now's got to really dig in.
140.
Yeah, he's got to hold his throw here, then find a way to break back. But Smith has got two legs on his throw,
97.
where he's got the opportunity to win the match, even if he doesn't win it against the throw. If you're playing and you're on last in a night where there are 12 matches that we've had tonight, and some terrific games. Not all of them have been quality. We know we weren't expecting that. But there have been some great games, and even in the games that haven't quite had the quality, there have been moments. You're always going to get moments. Even in a poor football match, you get moments. One brilliant goal, or one brilliant save from the goalkeeper, and so we thrive on those moments sometimes. But if you're down there practicing, you're on last.
Ross should require 121.
You have to be here for a certain time. How do you can't practice for all that time before you go on, can you?
Oh no, you just have to pace yourself. And you know, somebody like Ross will just have his practice, have a sit down, have a chat, and then we'll have a practice. You know, it's a difficult thing being last on any night of darts. But Ross sitting on 30 really does have to hit this double 50 unless he's going to go 10 double 10.
Yes.
Ross should require
Had a shot at bull, didn't he, there earlier? Left himself 30, as you say.
Yes,
Well, that's a cool
shot.
That's in the green bit nicely, and that's the first leg he's won in 4. He went 3-2 up before the break, and he's stopped the rot. Now, can he win against the throw? Is he going to be given a chance?
60.
He has 60.
Yeah, needs to come straight back in now with a ton 40, like he did last leg. Ton 40, ton 80, put the pressure on straight away.
Fancy he might get at least one treble here.
60.
Well,
just go straight back to him.
Yeah, 60 against 60. It's just a leg of 4-4-1 now, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh, what a good last barra.
And he had to make it, but there's room now for Ross. He's pushed it in the 5. I think the nerves are taking over now.
Oh, the Canadian Jeff Smith, having reached the semi-finals of the World Championship back in January. Less than 2 months later, looking to at least advance into the second round of the World Trophy. And of course even further than that. So Hewson, the youngster, waiting the winner of this tomorrow. And a host of matches for you to enjoy tomorrow night on British Eurosport, folks. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's fair. I've enjoyed Ted's company and that of Alan March and a couple of games with Richard Ashdown. And we'll have the same cast tomorrow.
60.
Oh, one good score here now from Jeff. And he's in. 140.
105.
Good thinking.
There's him on 132. And we've seen 132 taken out tonight by Darrell Fitton on the ball. This would be one way to win a match. We saw
42.
Anastasia Dobromyslova win a match with a 1-2-1 finish on the bull. He doesn't have to go on the bull here. Well, he can't now anyway. But he's so handy in this match, Ted, that he's got that little bit of leeway, hasn't he?
Yeah, Rossi's just got to try and score as many as possible now and try and put a bit of pressure on the 80. He's dropping short again. Oh, he didn't need a bounce out.
That's when you get one. That's when you get one. Invariably, when you're really up against it. And he's had to recompose there. If Smith gets this 80, he'll have to decompose in a metaphorical sense.
Single 20. Oh, he's lost.
Well, would you believe it? That's the equivalent of a bounce out, except that you can't say that's bad luck. It's just bad throwing, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't understand how he's gone so low with that dart, John. Oh, this is going to be interesting now. Can he get another one in there? Ooh, no,
oh, what a pity. 61, 129 left. Come down for the 19s.
80.
110,
Yes,
but Smith
80.
back on 80 as he was before. First his score. Now go over the top of it this time. Makes sense to do that.
60.
But still, what about this for a finish? Wouldn't it be one of his best ever 110s?
Yeah, treble 20 just started, John. Will he stay there, a good treble 18? Oh, he's unlucky. Just got to try and set it up and hope he gets a shot.
Yes, sometimes in this sport you just have to pray and hope, but Smith will be determined to take it out. He does, and the Canadian goes through to the second round of the World Trophy. And last year's beaten finalist Ross Montgomery, despite being 2-0 up, 3-2 up, has been beaten by Jeff Smith. It'll be Jeff Smith against Sam Houston tomorrow in the second round. Your thoughts about that game, Ted?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game.